Alright, so in this video or set of few or three videos, what I would like to show you, I would like to show you how to tile shower, walk-in shower. Of course, before any tile work can be started, before we can do any waterproofing and preparation directly for tiling, the first thing will be for us to, of course, get everything out and prepare the walls. So what we did, we added some additional studs. We ensured that all the walls are nicely flat. No studs are pushed back or here towards the shower, so there's no any bumps on the walls. And we've pretty much been reinforcing the entire shower. Also, we've been replacing isolation. This is also a very important thing. We replaced the subflooring because of the rot, so the subfloor is new. We've also replaced the shower drain, because this is also extremely important part before starting any renovation project. So at this moment we're pretty much ready to slowly move forward, but before, of course, tiling, another recommended thing will be replace the shower valve, replace the fixtures, because once the wall is covered with the tiles, there might be no really good access to the fixture. And if remodeling, we want to make sure that it will last as long as possible. And replacing also shower fixture will definitely give you peace of mind. I will be working on it right now. I'm not gonna show you this. You can see this part in my other videos, how to replace shower fixtures, shower valve, and do all the plumbing as well as the drain. I have a clip also showing how to replace the drain, because those are tricky parts. And what else we did? We already framed two nice built-in niches here and here, his and hers. And we've also have this small nook over there for the homeowner's wife to put foot for shaving purposes or other things. So I will be also tiling this nicely inside. So this is how it looks like right now. Of course, before any tiling, also waterproofing will be needed, and you can also see this part on some of my other clips where I'm showing how to waterproof shower, how to do this part of the job. And this video I'm gonna focus pretty much on tiling. So stay tuned. I'm gonna shoot few pictures before I'll start, how the preparation progress, and then I will do my best to explain you and show you how to nicely tiled walk-in shower, all the steps to be successful. Okay, so finally with the point where we can start tiling, we have all the waterproofing done, we have all the underlayment on the walls, and we will be starting, of course, from figuring out the layout to have nicely everything centered and installed the way it should be. In this project, what we are using, we will be working with those 8 by 12 rectangular shaped tiles. We will install them in a offset pattern, brick pattern, and this is how it's gonna be done. It will be really nice. We do not have any accent at this point, but we have two built-in niches that will have some mosaic tile on the back, which will also work as an accent. Of course, the first thing for us to do when considering layout tiling is make sure we have everything done correctly and symmetrical. So what I'll be starting from figuring out where to start. Our goal always is to have the maximum size of the tile on the bottom as well on the top. This way it looks nice, clean. We try to avoid small, an inch, half an inch, small cuts to be on the bottom and on the top, because they do not look nice. So the goal always it will be to, of course, start from as big piece on the bottom and on the top. Sometimes it's hard to achieve it because of the sizes of the tiles, so just make sure to have as big of the piece as it can be. In my case, in this case, it appears that we will have probably about 6 inches to the ceiling and 6 inches on the bottom. This is how it works in this particular case. Yeah, so like I said, I'm always starting from the top. I'm never really starting from the solid piece on the top, simply because the ceilings are usually not leveled, and if we will start, let's say, from the center with a solid piece and we'll figure everything going to the shower floor, it might appear that in the other corners the space will be too big. So I'm always cutting a little bit from the top, so this way I have flexibility. If the spacing is changing, it will still look nice. But yeah, so what I will assume, I'm assuming that here I will cut it off about 1.5 inches. This is how I'm figuring the lay, pretty much by doing marks every other tile, leaving some spacing for the grout. We will do 3/16 of an inch grout joints. And I'm trying to have this figured nicely, because of course we will start tiling from the bottom. We never tiling from top to bottom, we tile from bottom to the top. There's the only way to do it. I've seen some contractors tiling from the top. I don't know what they've been trying to achieve. So yes, so as you can see, over here, still we're gonna put the shower base, but here I should have, on the top I will have the maximum of the size that I can have, and on the bottom, looks like I will have about 5 inches piece. This is how it works in this case. So once we have all this figured, we will do the markings, horizontal markings on the walls with a level from the point where we will be starting tiling. Here is going to be my first roll. I'm leaving the bottom part for later, and this is the first step. Okay, so in this case I showed you how to figure the layout. Of course, it all depends. If we have the accent, we will have to consider space for the accent. If we have some other pieces, we have to consider and adjust it to this specific product. In my case, today we have those nice niches that we will also tile. The way I have them figured, so we have exactly solid piece on the bottom of the niche and exactly solid piece on the top. Because the way it's going to be done, we're going to have a piece here and then this nice trim going all the way around the niche, here and here. So what I figured this to the point where the bottom piece of the trim will be, I have full solid tile, and then where the top is, we have also solid tile. So the niches are nicely symmetrical to the wall. So in this particular case, what I did, I've added piece here for the thickness of the bottom of the shelf. The trim will go here, and of course I'm figuring out where I will start basing on the niches. So this is kind of gives me what I showed you already, because I build those nooks specifically to the layout that we will have. Not just randomly on the wall, but before actually building them I already had figured the sizes and the best way to start tiling. So my starting line appears to be at this point somewhere over here, and this is where I will be starting. Okay, so once I have this mark over here ready, I'm marking this accordingly to the level all the way around the bottom of the shower. This is line where it will start, where the tiling will start. Okay, I'm doing this also on this wall. Okay. So this is where we will start. Okay. Yes, I'm marking all the way around, because later, in just a moment, here I will install the supporting pieces that actually will be supporting our tile from the bottom. If we start starting from the second row, leaving the bottom for later, we will need some support. So what I do, I'm putting this type of pieces. You can use either a piece of wood with a straight edge or old piece of trim or something to attach to the wall, so later it will work as our support. I'm gonna start tiling from this point, leaving the bottom roll, and once the walls are dry I will remove the bottom and I will cut the bottom pieces to the floor, because the shower floor will go first. I'm gonna work on the pen later today, so the cement will go all the way to the pen liner on the sides, and later the tile floor also will be before finishing it. It will go underneath, and I will adjust cuts from the bottom roll tiles to the tiles on the floor. So this is something I will show you later. But yes, so at this moment I have this supporting piece continuing all the way around. Accordingly to the level, I will screw it in and I will start from tiling here. Okay, so the way I'm doing it, I already have my line, but I'm not just screwing this in accordingly to the line, because it might be difficult. The line gives me good idea where it's supposed to be, but when attaching those boards, those pieces, I'm also checking level of that. So let me show you. I'm gonna put level on the top, and now I'm adjusting this, of course, to the line, but making sure, once again, checking if this is gonna be nicely leveled. Once it is, I'm putting some screws. One. Two. Okay. Over here. Have to. Okay. So this piece will support our tile work, making this going pretty smooth, and of course I will continue continue this all the way around. Here also. Okay, so another step, once I have the bottom part done, will be to mark our lines, where we're going to end tiling on this side, on the other side. We always starting from the solid piece on the side and doing all the cuts to the corner. Same situation here on this wall. We will start from the center and all the cutting will go to the corner, so also we have even cut on each side. The left and the right will be same, and here we're starting with a full piece, continuing to the corner, and because of the layout that we have, the brick offset, we will be starting from the solid tile, and here we're going to cut this exactly in half and start from the half. Do not start from the corner going this way, because it looks bad. So the goal to have solid pieces on the edges always. Another important thing, of course, will be to figure where the bull nose will be, because we have a matching bull nose for this particular tile, and it's something that you have to adjust to your preference. The way I'm doing it, I'm checking where actually end of the front tile will be, and this is where I will finish also bull nose. So the front of the shower curb will be nicely lining with a bull nose piece. If you put it against the wall, once we will be done with the tiling, this is how it's going to look like. So we have nice straight line. So what I do, I'm putting one of the tiles to the curb, I'm adding thickness for the pin set, leaving some extra space, and I will mark on the bottom where the bull nose will finish. I'm adding 3/16 for the grout joint, and this way our tile work will start somewhere here. So this is how it's gonna look like once we will be tiling. So here is my mark, and I will continue this line all the way to the ceiling, because we will be tiling to the ceiling. So assuming this edge of the bull nose will nicely finish with the finished part of the tile that we have on the front. Most of the times, or sometimes, the contractor will actually bring the bull nose out, so it actually goes right above the shower. In our case, we also going to tile the baseboard, so there's no need to bring the tile outside of the shower. We can nicely finish here, and baseboard is separate story. So the goal is to not have any wood or water damaging wood here. Tile baseboards are always nice. So this is it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my level and I'm going to mark line accordingly to the starting point. I'm going to continue this all the way to the ceiling, and this is where we will be starting. So I have already starting point, we have bottom line mark, we have this mark. So once we will get to the side, this is how I will start. Regarding the other side, we have a little bit trickier situation, because we have this outside corner that we have to finish. If we tiling just till here, we do pretty much same thing. We're figuring out where the line is going to be. In this case, what I like to do when we have dealing with such corner, I like to use two bull nose pieces, one actually on the outside and the one on the inside, so it looks nicely finished over here. And what I'm doing, I'm starting from the bottom. I'm putting one bull nose tile to figure the thickness. I'm putting another one here. I'm moving this slightly for the thickness of the setting material. Marking line over here along with the edge. And also same situation, I'm adding 3/16 for the grout, because this is how it's gonna be done later. We're gonna have 3/16 of an inch space, and starting from the second mark, I'm pretty much doing the same thing, marking line over here accordingly to the level all the way up, so I know where to finish tiling, because bullnose tiles I will put at the end. I'm not going to putting them successively. The way I'm doing it, I'm tiling the solid pieces and later adding all the bullnose and finishing trims. So this is it. Okay, so when it comes to the starting point, of course we always starting from the center of the main wall. Sometimes, depending on the sizes, we have to adjust this for certain applications. So please check with your needs, but I would say almost pretty much always we will start from the center. So I have this mark over here, and pretty much marking this all the way up. So this way we have a nice line to follow. I will bring this to the ceiling later. So at this moment we have the bottom line drawn, level checked, we have center line where we will be starting tiling from, like this, another piece over here, and then another one in the offset. We have the outside lines over here, so this is also where we will start from the solid piece here, half of the tile, then another solid piece, and remember all the cuts that we do to the corners. This is the cleanest look and the nicest look. So yes, so let me move slowly with the first pieces and I'll show you how it progresses.